What's up, y'all, and welcome to another episode of VIP All Access. I'm your host, the LBC photographer. I have a slamming show for you today. I got my boy URG in the house. That's right. My boy's in movies, music. He's doing casting. This nigga do it all, basically. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing it since he's been 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine his catalog, y'all. You know what I'm saying? His publishing got to be crazy. You know what I mean? I know his IDVM, you know what I'm saying, is off the chain. You know what I mean? Got movie credits, production credits. You know, shit. As a matter of fact, I think I might want to get in one of these movies. But anyway, without further ado, it's VIP All Access. Let's go. And we're back, VIP All Access. I got my boy URG in the house.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Happy to be here, man. It's a pleasure to be here, man.
That's right, that's right.
Color coordinated too, in the same closet.
That's crazy, man. You know, when you pulled it up, I was like, hold up. You know,
Hey, when you walked out, I was like, wow, from foot to head. But that's good energy, good energy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But that lets me know that this interview was supposed to happen.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially this day.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? You have a beautiful Southern California day.
Incredible
you know what I mean?
day. Incredible day.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
I've enjoyed most of it.
You right from up the street, right?
Oh yeah.
Compton, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's crazy, man. I didn't know you were Compton.
Yes, sir.
So I was doing my little research.
Man,
you know what I mean?
I'm
like,
raised.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Because the reason why I said that is because my boy was like, yeah, you got to come down from Wooley. I'm like, okay. You know?
Right, we in fam moved, we sold a house, you know what I mean? But yeah, my stomping grounds where I grew up in the sandbox, you know, I live in like 119th and Wilmington, 119th and Wilmington. The park I played at was like Mona Park. So like Coolio was like at the park rapping, you know what I mean, during my youth. I ended up, you know, being old enough to rap with him and he know who I was, and I was inspiring at that time. I wasn't who I am now, and he wasn't who he ended up being. But just those kind of things. I grew up on 109th and Wilmington in Compton, so I went to Lincoln Elementary, Martin Luther King Elementary. Then I ended up at Wooley Junior High. You know, that put me over in front of it. Then I went to Centennial High. That put me in Fruit Child. You know, so I was all over the place. But like, I was always looked at like as a rap nerd, man. Even, you know, through the dudes on the set. You know, people that's with it, they know who with it and who not. Right. So it was always like, oh, stall him out, that's rapping cuz. Oh no, stall him out, that's rapping blood. Like they just know, like he ain't on this, he on something else. So like, you know, to be able to go around and get that kind of respect to where people, you know, I mean, you still they're chased by the knuckleheads and the people that just didn't care, but for the most, the people that knew what you was about, they respected that's what you was about and that's what you was on, and they knew that's not what they was on, and they kept it moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. I totally understand that, man. So when I was checking your stuff out, man, I realized, I said, man, this dude is in a lot of movies.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
Less.
And you be having a lot of different characters going on.
Yes, sir.
You know, and that's what tripped me out. You know,
pride myself on trying to be a character actor. Follow the greats like Morgan Freeman, Larry Fishburne, you know, Lawrence, just some of the greats that I've seen, studied. So yeah, man, it's crazy. Just been a crazy ride and a blessing to be on so many films and to have to compete with a lot of other Hollywood actors and other actors of different calibers, and then to be able to bring my crew in and bring the fam in on some of these things. It's just been truly a blessing because, like, success is a funny beast, man. People can tell you and talk about different things, but I can give you a bunch of stuff that you might think make you happy, but while you're sitting there playing with it and you don't have a lot of people to share with or laugh with it about and stuff like that, it can get lonely. So when you're able to bring your folks in, it's a different twist.
Right.
You got people to share it with.
Right. Now, you did this movie, Bang Bang Betty.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Tell us a little bit about Bang Bang Betty.
Man, Bang Bang Betty was directed and produced by Alex Wang. It's a Tiberius film, LTD, release. I was casted to play the part of Ray Smith, a retired veteran. And in that movie, man, it's deep. I go against street elements and the powers that be and people who have things set up a certain way. And it really deals with like a lot of the sex trafficking, stuff like that that's going on now, the subject matter. That's what makes it so deep. This man kind of lost his daughter to that trade. And although his wife's already passed, he's kind of like, and has mixed feelings about whether he leaves her where she ran off to or whether he goes and fights for what's left of his family. And that just makes me, have to study that character, develop him out of that script, and then go in there and try to give the director the shots they need to tell the story.
That's right. So we're going to get into this trailer.
Yeah,
right
I appreciate
now.
it.
Bang Bang Betty.
Oh, yeah.
What did you see?
I need to go back to find that USB.
You're gonna get yourself killed.
I was the medic, and she was Bang Bang Betty.
Who takes care of you?
You do.
I'm your daddy now.
Who is she?
My daughter.
Wait. I don't know where she is. But she said she's staying with that old man.
Thanks, Val. And remember, you're not one of the good guys anymore. I own you.
Last night, I was attacked by someone I believed to be my friend. My sister in arms.
Miss Summers, can you please step out of the vehicle now?
Bitch!
I'm just saying, it's the two of us against an underbelly of a city. If someone wants to help us, I think we should let them.
You better bring my USB.
If you want the USB, you're gonna come to me.
Gather the troops. We're going hunting now.
Cause I go bang, bang. 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 Go
Try
sing,
to stop them
sing.
from
Go
the same
sing,
crime
sing.
ring, but they're in it for different reasons because they lost a close friend to them through that same crime ring.
Man, I like that,
Oh,
man.
yes.
I like that.
It's a good plot, man. It's a good plot. I've been blessed to get some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, that was Bang Bang Betty, the trailer, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, that right there was kind of interesting.
Yeah, man, it's dealing with a lot, man. It's dealing with a bunch of different relationships and emotions. One girl's kind of retired military, and she's kind of a DA, and people know her from her toughness from the military, and they want her to go back to fight like that. But she's fighting different through the law now, but she's torn between fighting through the law and the books or going back to the military and fighting hand to hand and getting it done herself because someone took her friend. And then the same organization took my daughter.
Right.
These people were basically sex trafficking these girls. So the movies, it shows characters torn between family and law and then justice and what's right and how they feel. It's just a roller coaster ride.
That's right. So, how did you get into doing movies and stuff like that?
Man, my mom,
Stuff
man.
just don't start overnight.
Man, I had to credit my mom, man. Church and my mom in school, those things. My mom set us down, man, when we were 6 and 7, and instead of, we could hear all the kids riding bikes and jumping bikes on ramps and riding skates and hula hooping and playing hopscotch, but we had to study scripts and memorize scripts about Kiwi shoe polish, and then we had to learn piano and different instruments like that, violin, stuff like that. So we was laughed at in the neighborhood, but like as we got older, those things stuck with us. So now I'm one of the wise men in the church play with sheets wrapped around me, bringing Jesus and frankincense. Now I'm at a school play and I'm the Othello or something like that. Now I'm out of school, I'm in a college play. And then I'm in my first production, rest in peace, Stephen Bosco gave me a break in Cop Rock. I played gang leader Kelvin. And in that series, Cop Rock it was one of the first TV musicals, lasted a few seasons, about 6, 7, 8 seasons, and then boom. But it was on Fox 11, gave me a lot of exposure, and all those acting jobs as a kid, through church and through school, all those gigs kind of wound into that, even television commercials. So it kind of gave me a springboard when I got there. But he gave me my first break, and that was a series. It was on TV for a minute.
It was called what?
Cop Rock.
Cop Rock?
Yeah, COPROCK, Cop Rock. Yeah, Cop Rock. Yeah. If you put Urge Set in the trailer, it would come up to the man. But yeah, man, it's funny even being surreal enough that at one point the show was mentioned on another show called CNN the 90s. And then on that show, Tom Hanks is actually being interviewed, and then he says some lyrics from the show that I wrote in a song I performed on the show. So Tom Hanks is actually singing some of my song lyrics. It's like, I thought that was so surreal as an artist and actor.
Really?
Oh yeah, crazy, man. Crazy ride.
Okay.
And a lot of good films, man. I think I've been in maybe 15 to 20 films in the last 4 years. Just been a blessing, man. True blessing.
Okay. Now, which one of these?
Yeah, it would be that second one right there.
Second one right here?
Yeah, well, both of them are the clip, but it would be that second one. Yeah, that kind of shows me on the show. And it was a blessing, man, to have my first acting gig and be on television in a series and have another character. I play the gang leader. Like I said, I play these character actors. These character roles as character actor. I play a gang leader named Kelvin, and these cops are after me for a drive-by I did. And that was one of my first roles that was in people's living rooms. And it was crazy because I actually got this gig by writing a song for Fox. At the time, they was looking for like something like 8 Ball. That's what they're yelling. It's not about a salary, but of course they couldn't get NWA. So
really,
somebody came. That's me stepping out the car right there. I'm about to step out right now. That's me right there. And the minute you about to see me in the police station, that's me right there.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, they called me for the record to make a record for this show. And after that, I made them the record. They had a bunch of actors trying to perform the record because there's a scene where I actually have to perform in a second in the jail and tell them about how things are in the hood. So they wanted someone to perform that. And after I wrote this record, that's me and actor James McDaniel. Okay. He went on to a bunch of television stuff as well. But so after I wrote him the record, they didn't have anyone to perform it as far as an actor to make them believe that this is a gang member. So he was like, hey, why don't you come down here and do the record for us? And I went down to Fox and did the record. Next thing you know, me and about 4 members of my crew got trailers and getting a check, and we sitting on the Fox lot and we doing a TV series because after I did it, they was like, we ain't never seen no shit that scary in our life. Give him the job. He wrote it, let him be the actor. And like you said, look at God. Because this was me writing a song from somewhere in Compton and sending it out there and them saying, well, no, can't nobody do this the way the person that wrote it did it. So we need him. And after they saw me perform it down there, that's how I ended up in that jail cell actually doing it on TV. And it was incredible, man. Incredible.
So back then, did you even know about BMI, ASCAP, all that?
Well, back then I knew about a poor man's copyright at BMI.
Of course,
I didn't know about ASCAP, but I knew about mailing it back to myself for trying to get a BMI account. And I ended up signing my first deal in 1980 something. I'm dating myself. 1986. I graduated in 86. I signed my first record deal in 87. The year after I graduated, it was with Eclipse Records, and they were through BMI Automatic. So as an artist, I was already signed through BMI a year after high school. I was signed and doing records. I was out in Hollywood, walking up and down with stars on the ground with Snoop, where they putting their names in now. You know, just being inspired, man. At a young age, you know, when you want to do something, you have to put yourself around that thing. Yeah, and that's what I did. And now look at me, you know, my dreams come true. You want to see your name in lights, man. Look, I have The Patriot, just left Vegas. I have music in that, winning awards. There's so many movies, man. It's just a blessing. It's just that movie. They called me and said, hey, we need some music. We're not casting you. See, and as an actor or as an artist, I could have been ungrateful. Oh, you're not putting me in the movie. You don't got no role, but they just needed music. So
for the Patriot?
For the movie The Patriot, I gave them music, and I have a big scene in there where my music makes a big difference because one of the guys and one of the actors, he's driving his daughter, and they drive into a gas station or convenience store, and there's some guy sitting in the car playing this very loud, vulgar music. And when the guy pulls in, his daughter kind of sitting in the back seat, she kind of complains, and he gets out of the car to say, hey man, look, I got my kid. You guys mind kind of like just turning it down? But it's my record that's playing. And they just won an award in Vegas. So while I'm on a set a few weeks ago in a movie called The Dead Homie, there actually winning an award in Vegas for that movie that I was in. Was in the the Las Vegas Black Film Festival. And they won Best Drama, and my music's in this. Yeah, that's the Patriot.
Okay, well,
so sometimes you don't always get to be in it as an actor, but you still get to be a part of it. And move as a vehicle.
Well, let's check out that clip.
The trailer,
the trailer.
For sure, man.
Patriot.
Appreciate you, man. This is my guy, Pride Pierce.
Little pig, let me in.
Our old friend, Senator Newton.
There is still a war going on here.
What happened to you?
I'm so proud of you, babe.
You know you are on the side of righteousness.
I miss you, Daddy.
Stuff that happened when they stormed the Capitol, and then I guess one of the main characters in this wanted to kind of go take out a senator, take out his own grievances. He wanted to go take out a senator. So that's kind of what that was about. And they just have my music in there, but it's a trip that I'm on the set somewhere in like Studio City, and a movie that my music in is winning an award in Las Vegas. But it's just about, you know, planting the seeds.
But ain't that crazy how you start out doing one thing and then you end up journeying doing another thing? But then it's also crazy how you're doing one thing, but it blurs the lines of both things.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you start writing,
music,
like, wait a minute.
Right, yeah.
I'm getting checks from this and that.
Right, and I had no idea. I had no idea that when I was writing a song, that's what you're saying. I had no idea when they asked me to write send them a song. I wrote them a song and gave it to them. Now I'm on the Fox lot in a TV show doing the record. So man. You can't turn your nose up or turn your collar down or scoff at things that happen in your life. You have to do what you said. Take the journey, take the adventure. Because that one thing that you said, like you said, me just writing the song, being submissive to what someone asked me and requested of me as an artist. I did that and didn't scoff. Like, oh, you're not taking me to meet Michael Jackson? You talking about something for Fox? Where's the $1 million? You know, anything. No, I wrote the song and gave it to them, and it just worked out to where it turned into a much larger ride and a much bigger experience and much more cash than just writing the record. Like you said, I'm down there getting meal penalties and getting paid for being on set. Got my own trailers. That was bananas.
Yeah, wait a minute. How did it feel the first time you seen your name on the trailer?
Man, like I was almost like meeting God. It was just like something just for you. Because when you got there, like you said, your name was right there. You walk in, your wardrobe's there. They have instructions. You meet wardrobe at this time. You can go to craft services at any time. You meet makeup at this time, hair and makeup. Yes, sir. It was just incredible. Air conditioning, your food laid out in there for you. It's like the things you like. Very comfortable, sparkling water, just make you just make you feel like if you've never felt like anybody, walking into this situation, you know, make you feel like somebody, and that somebody cares, and that somebody notices your talent. A lot of times as artists, even you as the LBC photographer, a lot of times as artists, we don't get our props or our flowers when we think we should get them, or at all in some cases. So for someone to recognize your talents and say, man, I saw some of your work, you cold. Like when I saw some of your work, you cold. Because I said, because I pay attention. I asked nephew Michael, who took these pictures? Y'all by the Queen Mary, look all dope. His outfit, the sky, everything behind me. You see Queen Mary, the boat, his pose, his little suit. I said, man, who took? Oh man, LBC. What? So then now I know, well, if I need some good pictures, I need to tap in with this man, because I've already seen this work and I'm impressed with that. You know what I mean? And that's just how that's how the street and the world moves.
Yeah, it is. But you know, I learned to when you do work, and I see, because you got so much stuff, you know what I mean? But when you do work, you don't worry about the work you do, because you always focused on the next shit you're gonna do.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's how I can afford to move.
As an artist,
that's how
real artists don't worry about being praised about the shit that they're doing.
That's right.
Because those things are tangible anyway. I know I'm not gonna get praised for none of the shit I do anyways after I'm dead.
That's how most greats are.
So
that's how most greats are.
Man,
to your Van Gogh.
I'm not giving a damn.
Van Gogh,
I'm just living,
Mozart, Beethoven,
having fun, creating, being a creator.
But you know what? The way the digital age works, that content, you never know how long it's going to be around and how many generations it'll be here to touch. And just like we grew up and used to have to go to the library and put the little headphones on and watch these different programs, these different things. This content, this media, we just don't know how long it's going to last. So I'm the same way. I really just plant the seeds. That's how you see so much content and then amass so much, because I am planting seeds and moving on to the next thing. And you know, I'm not planting seeds for an apple tree and then they're like, what you doing? I just put these apples in the ground. I'm sitting here waiting for these apples to pop up. Bro, you just plant them seeds. It's gonna take a minute. Go do some other things and let nature water that and come back. You'll have apples. You have apples too, along with the other things that you've amassed.
Pretty much, because your creation always it inspires other people to do shit too. Because
yes, sir.
Because even though you don't see it, there's always people doing this.
Right. Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes, sir. And that's the double-edged sword. It's fair and unfair, because you're influenced. Even though you may say, well, hey, I didn't tell nobody that I was, a good influencer or a role model. But like you said, eyes are always on you. So you're an influence whether you want to be or not.
Of course,
or whether you know it or not.
The moment you step into the spotlight,
yes, sir,
you're the role model.
I agree.
So everything you do after that takes precedence over your art form
and who you were before. Everything you're saying. Oh man, you knocking them on the head.
Serious.
You knocking them over the head.
Because if I choose to walk out this door right now and say, you know what, let me go holler at this dope dealer, get this kid, whatever, ounce or whatever, or some Molly's, or now these days Molly's, or some methamphetamines, and go sling it to these people out on the streets. What do I look like?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, damn, you're not allowing your talents to.
That's true, man.
Do this. You wanna?
That's true.
I mean, because I come from that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of us.
I come from that.
A lot of us are a product of our.
I make more money doing it hand to hand than I do both.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can get and then when I get then I can do the both.
I know the process. I know the process. And you know what? It's so easy for a lot of us to just, take something we know and take something we know is easy and then go out that way. But what's harder is taking our mind and using our brain to come up with a plan, because that's all this is. It's a computer.
Exactly.
Come up with a plan to get ourselves out of that unscathed.
That part right there.
Unscathed.
Now I noticed you said education.
Yes, sir.
So you went to school. You did a lot of. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, my favorite classes was like, history and geology and science and stuff like that. Reading, and reading comprehension. As an artist, the more words you know and the more books you read, the more knowledgeable you are about any situation that you're talking about. And then when you're breaking down information, a lot of times people will go fact check what's in your verse or what you're talking about. So to know that stuff, you're gonna need a dictionary, a thesaurus, some encyclopedias, Google, because Google is the walking encyclopedia. You just open it up and ask it a question, it's gonna give you the answer. You need to know the Earth's circumference, so you need to know something for sure when you're talking about it. Even if you're in a writing frenzy and you're just moving fast, but then you're not sure, you check yourself, you say, hey, you go check Google. Google, what's this? They'll give you, and if you had it slightly off, you can fix that before you put out the wrong information and get called on that. As a writer, it's very important that we read. So I'm glad you got that.
It's crazy you say that, because we mentioning thesaurus, dictionaries, encyclopedias, things like that.
Right.
This new age,
they just go straight to Google, man. All that eliminates all that. We was at home poor, couldn't afford A through Z, had to get A through F or something, and couldn't even get the whole thing to see a zebra because you can't afford Z. But they go straight here.
So we know about going to the library.
Killing it. They know nothing. They don't have the experience.
Hold up. We gotta actually go to the file cards.
And then go find the book, because no one's just putting it in our hand. Everything you're saying is incredible. I remember those file cards. I remember walking up and down those looking for the book. Sometimes it's so high they have to go get a stick or get somebody to get it for you. But they have no idea.
Got a little ladder that they pull over.
When they come out now, they give them tablets and iPhones and stuff like that. So by the time they're 10 and 11, they don't know nothing else. Let me give you a crazy experience. I have an 18-year-old now. He's probably 16. and I have a 13-year-old. He's 3 years younger. But anyway, took him to the drive-in for the first time. They didn't get it. We got the food, the nachos, the popcorn. They don't have a speaker, but you can still do it if you want. But what we chose to do is hang it and then tune in. They make you tune into the radio station, and then that picks up the spit. So everything comes up. We in the whip, we having fun. We got the food, we watching the movie, and they really like. We don't get it. Why we leave the house to come watch a movie outside? We got our Xboxes and PlayStations. We can wear our slippers at home. I'm like, you got your pajamas, we cool. They're like, oh, we in the car. Like, they didn't get the drive-in. This generation is bonkers. There's just a lot of things that they're never gonna be in touch with the way we did. We went outside and played in the mud. I got caught playing with dog dude when I was a boy. We just did stuff. We climbed trees.
We made mud pies. We played dirt rock fights. You know what I mean? I got hit with a couple of rocks that was in the dirt rocks, but we played dirt rock fight. You feel me? Because we would pick teams and we would have dirt rock fight. 4, 5, 6 niggas on each side.
We played tackle football in parking lots on concrete.
You know what I'm saying?
On concrete. So the scars that we got, they're never gonna get that from an Xbox or a PlayStation or a tablet or an iPhone. They're just never gonna get those same stitches. I got stitches. Look, the stitches ain't there. They're never gonna get them stitches from an Xbox. They playing on the Xbox. That's not the same injury when you fall on that bike or skateboard. You're on a PlayStation. You're just never gonna get the same experience. And don't get it twisted. We had Ataris and Nintendos and different things, and television and different things when we was growing up, but that didn't keep us locked in the house. As a matter of fact, our parents said, go outside and come back when the lights come on.
And
when I come on the porch and yell.
We actually fought.
Yeah,
we had fights.
No, very true.
I got scars on my face.
Me too.
From fights.
No, me too.
And we didn't shoot each other after the fight.
Not at all. We saw each other.
The next day, we'd be drinking and smoking the next day.
Yes, sir.
Saw each other in the neighborhood. Hey, man, you understand the problem, but
that was over.
It was just.
It was over.
That was some grown man shit.
It happened and it was over.
You know what I'm saying? But that let us know that that nigga wasn't no punk.
Right.
And this nigga ain't no punk. Right. So we knew we wasn't no punk.
It taught you how to gauge the situation and move on.
That part. Right. That part. Right. And then, but that's how we are from different cities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we went to different cities. Yeah, we fought in different cities.
Right.
That's how we knew that different cities was tough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we fought.
What was popping?
Chains and whips and shit like that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Nigga might have a knife or two, but we wouldn't, shank and kill a nigga.
No. But see, I lived in the area where I lived off 119th and Mona. It was like Wilmington. It was Mona Park. So I went to Wooley. I went to Martin Luther King Elementary, and then right behind there was a bunch. So there was a bunch of Largos, and they had suits and switchblades. So I grew up at a different time, bro. So it was a few knives you had to watch out. You could go on the street real quick, because that was their thing. Okay. We might have carried different things.
So you're a little bit older than me. I'm trying to gauge your little age.
I don't know.
I don't want to ask you.
You can ask it. I'm proud to say it because we just done lost so many entertainers and so many soldiers that I'm literally proud to say I'm 55, man. I just turned 55 last September. And let me tell you why I can feel good about it. I have 55 albums streaming, and hip hop just turned 50, so I'm still 5 years ahead of my time, brother. Right. And when I see the greats that we lost, Red Fox, Bernie Mac, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Prince, when I see some of these great entertainers of the past, I know that whatever they were able to amass before their death is all we've been able to have. We don't have any more Bernie Mac. We don't have any more Red Fox. Whatever they gave us and we was blessed enough to get from these TV shows and different sitcoms and different variety shows, Flip Wilson, these greats, whatever we got is what we got. So that makes me go very hard as an artist, so that when I'm not here anymore, maybe my content can still amass and inspire others and still be here.
Okay, I got a question.
Yes, sir. Man. Yes, sir.
Before YouTube, all this other stuff, do you think you've been a lot further as an artist with the context that you was doing back then?
Could you stop it?
YouTube and all this stuff.
Could you stop it?
Yeah.
If that's almost in two parts. If this technology existed when I was 19, dude, we'd be doing this at another one of my mansions. Because it would have been so much exposure. The exposure for what we were doing just wasn't there unless you were in front of an agent or at an interview or going to get discovered at some kind of a show. I came from that era. But if this technology exists, I'd be a lot further now. To put a caveat on that, when MySpace, when Mr. Tom contacted you to be his friend, one of his many friends, that MySpace, it kind of opened up a lot, and that was even before YouTube. This was a place where we could host our talent. A lot of artists didn't know about management and running a website or running any kind of a social media or any kind of a place where people can go and see them, not even their own website, w.com or whatever. So MySpace was a place they could see videos, pictures, and see a few things about you in person as an artist in person to get to know you.
Right.
And your content.
Right. So I want to bring up a music video.
Oh man, for sure.
Let me see which one I want to bring up.
Well, it should be 4. I think So West, Chestnut Checkers, got a bunch of them. Y'all got a bunch. I mean, I had so many, I had to kind of break them down.
Okay.
That's So West.
Yeah, I'm going to bring out the So West.
All right,
video.
man. Cool.
You know what I mean? Since we from the West, man. Here goes So West.
For sure. Y'all enjoy that. So at least get some snippet videos, some promo videos.
When I come through, all black like Darth Vader. Roll it up, pour it up, straight up, no ice, no chaser. I'm all over the board like pinball. Sunset, Melrose, Crenshaw, and everything on the West Coast bang. It's a motherfucking West Coast thing. Low lows be hopping, hoes be shopping, it ain't stopping. What's popping? URG 7, Compton. All the skaters wanna skate to this, all the poppers wanna break to this. Most of these rappers on basic shit. They see me coming and they hate the shit. I'm West with it, blessed with it, and certified. You front harbor wouldn't hurt a fly. How I walk, how I talk, how I dress. I'm so fresh, I'm so blessed, I'm so West. Music on your block, in your hood, and on the corner. Cold like pneumonia, come to California. How I walk, how I talk, how I dress. I'm so fresh, I'm so blessed, I'm so West. Music on your block, in your hood, and on the corner. Cold like pneumonia, come to California.
West. Right in the verse.
Yeah, that was URG 7, So West there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was nice, man.
Thank you.
Know what I'm saying?
Thank you very much.
Like you said, you broke it up into little videos.
Yeah, little promo vids to kind of send. Since I have an extensive catalog and a discography, it gets kind of confusing. People go on it, and it's a lot of music, but they don't know specifically what to listen to, or they feel good. You're like, what would he want me to hear? But it's 55 albums. Just go stream it. If you stream it, you taking care. Look, you keeping me just like this. If you go stream it, doesn't matter what you stream.
That's right.
And it's funny because to amass that type of a catalog, a lot of times my streaming checks will amass someone else's download and sales. The same thing, the same deal. Their sales and their downloads won't match what I get from streaming, and they'll be confused because they may have a couple of hits, but it's like, bro, this is 55 albums streaming plus over 100 features. So you add that stuff up monetized wise, they're never gonna catch you.
So as an artist that amassed such a large catalog and been putting them out there so long, you actually had to get your business straight, right?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely have to take care of my publishing and my writers and make sure that all my T's are crossed and I's were dotted, because with that many records and then with people giving you the opportunity to put your music in television and film, you definitely have to keep up with all of those ISRC codes and all of your barcodes that are assigned to your work. So like you said, you definitely have to either have an admin department that works for your company direct, or you have to roll your sleeves up, like you said, and get into that business. Put your little numbers crunching hat on, like the guy who do the taxes, the little visor, and crunch up the numbers to make sure that everything's going where it's supposed to be going and coming where it's supposed to be coming.
Now, how did you learn how to do all this stuff to be knowing how to dot your I's and cross your T's, man?
It took a lot of trial and error. And then when I was signed to labels, I've been signed 3 times in my life. I've been independent since. I got signed at 19. I got signed again in my mid-20s, and I got signed again in my early 30s. There was 3 different companies. Eclipse Records. I was actually signed to Art LeBeau. Art LeBeau, rest in peace. He had a company called Audio Records.
Okay.
So Art Laboe signed me, rest in peace. Thank God for Art Laboe. But Art Laboe signed me in 93. So I was signed to Eclipse in the 80s, Art Laboe in the 90s. And then in the late 90s, I was signed to Hollywood Records Explicit with DJ Aladdin and Tweed Cadillac. DJ Aladdin of Low Profile, Tweed Cadillac of Penthouse Players Click. So my life just it's incredible how all these avenues came together. But I had known Aladdin just from growing up in groups before Low Profile. He was in another group, and I knew him from that. We used to deal with the same MCs because he was DJing and I was MCing even way back then. So a lot of that stuff was able to just come together in a magnificent way that since I've been off my last deal in 96, I've been independent, having to figure it out by myself. But while a lot of people was at the label playing around, was lost in the lobby and acting like they was this and that, I was in there like, oh, that's a fax machine? Okay. What does that do? Okay. And asking questions and paying attention. So then when I went to go run my own company, I took some information and knowledge with me.
I have a question for you.
I got you.
You mentioned two key people, man, that used to work with each other, but you didn't mention the third. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Mad Circle.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dub.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I didn't have to say it.
What's funny is back in the day, well, my rap name used to be Egyptian Prince.
Okay.
The only reason Egyptian Prince changed was because Egyptian Lover and Arabian Prince. So I changed my name, but my rap name was Egyptian Prince back in those days. And one of my things, man, was I was a battle rapper. This was before people standing on both sides, pushing and shoving, and people giving each other insults. I was a real battle rapper that found a rapper like, you get down, what's your name? What's your crew? What y'all rep? Okay, bust something. He get down, I get down, and we go back and forth until somebody get a title up. I used to go journey around these cool schools. So when I went to Washington, of course, Dub was at Washington with the Rappeteers and a bunch of other people, rapping Stein. I battled a bunch of these dudes, you know what I mean? But like, this guy was a guy that was holding it down. And like you said, with the circle and the whole thing, you know, Tunes, rest in peace, from a real early age, already repping the streets, cassette tapes out, well known on the block. And man, King T too. King T was a big inspiration in my life. Yes, sir.
You see, with the Alcoholic Crew.
Yes, sir. Oh man, you know Tash. Shout out to my guy Tash. What's up, Rico?
That's right. And it's crazy because it seemed like that Exhibit had to come out here to get with the Alcoholic Crew. That's what he did.
I salute you.
Am I lying?
He was not gonna make it where he was.
Am I lying?
You're not lying. He was not gonna make it as fast where he was, and he was an incredible artist. He was so prolific. But like you said, being in the right place at the right time with the right crew. These things are very important.
Right.
And
because when you first heard him bust, it was with the Alcoholic.
Come on, man, all day.
Because he's an alcoholic.
All day.
You don't really mention it too much now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But he an alcoholic crew member.
Come on, man, exactly. You know I know that. He used to say, even when paparazzi come on, the dysfunctional member of the alcoholic crew.
Right there.
Come on, the alcoholic family. He on his own. Like, I'm gonna have a drink too, but I'm on this. You know what I mean? You know, but paparazzi. So now, man, I give shout outs to all those guys, man. And those guys were incredibly inspiring in my career as I went around to go search for a label at Loud and Geffen and Ruthless and I was saying Capital, but I give them their props. Capitol and Warner and a bunch of other companies, PNP, independent companies, just trying to get on. And when nobody would put me on, I took that stuff I learned at them labels and the stuff I knew about the streets and the stuff I knew about the culture, and I just did it myself, man. Rolled these sleeves up and started contacting distributors, contacting manufacturers, contacting administrators, trying to find out who can help me. If I paid them, who can help me accomplish my goals. And I just got lucky and hit a few right pegs, and I've been rolling ever since. And I've put on a bunch of this industry, or even some of your guests, I put a bunch of these people on, man. And I've been happy to do it because they say the game is to be sold and not told. But I just feel like as an artist, if more of us had the proper information, we wouldn't go spin our wheels so long and in directions we don't need to go. We get right to it.
Right. So you've been an artist that's been in the game so long that didn't got your shit straight. You know what I mean? Now you in a position now you comfortable.
Oh man, very.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's say this. I'm content.
Okay,
right. I'm definitely not comfortable. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. No, you didn't make a mistake because I'm super comfortable right here.
Right.
So I'm comfortable. You didn't make a mistake. Right. But in the game and in my life right now, I'm content because I can't be comfortable or complacent. Right. I'm literally on like I'm on 8 series and sets right now. Right. Nexus 6, Hip Hop Circus, and some of the movies that aren't done, some of the series that I'm still doing.
Yeah.
I'm on scripts. I have dialogue to memorize. I have shows coming up where I have to be sharp with that. I'm in the studio working with artists. I'm directing. So it's just a lot. You have to, like you said, you have to stay very sharp. So I'm very content, but I'm definitely not comfortable. But I'm comfortable in the place I am as an artist and an actor. So you were right and wrong in both situations. But I am very comfortable in the place I am as an artist and an actor. You know why? I don't have a label hanging over my head. Nobody's saying, hey, go up to LAX and be at this ticket booth at this time and go to this plan and go get our money. And nobody telling me that. So my life's a little different.
Well, see, but
than the people that's under that pressure.
Well, see, no, what I mean by saying that is you're not going to a regular job.
Oh man,
clocking in.
Check this out.
To make
these
ends meet.
Check this out.
Pay these bills.
Hey, check this out. I do have a night job that I keep because of the fact that my mom always told me a bird in the hand is better than two in the bush. I just was raised like that. I started working at McDonald's when I was like 14 years old. So I do private security. I'm a private contractor. So right now I work for a company that they pay me to just kind of come, like when this building will close, I would come out in my patrol car and sit out here from 10 at night to 6 in the morning. I do that 4 nights a week, and y'all break bread with me, and that's something I know that's guaranteed to come regardless of the studio time money, residual money from the movie, residual money from the films and television, residual money from the music. You know, this is some guaranteed bread that's coming every blah blah day, and I can count on that from the 4 nights a week I work. I do a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday from maybe 10 to 6. It's at a dispensary. I go to all the shows, all the thing I can smoke with a discount, just winning. And then I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday every week. So I actually took off to come do this because this is more important than that.
So are you Jamaican?
Not at all, man. I smoke like one. I smoke like one and work like one. You wouldn't believe I wasn't.
Hey, but I say that now, that's because
the thing is, like I went back to say, we're not going to get a second chance to make our first impression and take advantage of these opportunities. And when you're gone, whatever you've left them, unless somebody picks that flag up like our glory and keeps you running, you know, then when you're gone, whatever we got from you, your talents, your ideas, your thoughts, your genius, the formulas you left us. Whatever we don't have when you leave, and those secrets you don't tell, and those stories we don't get, they go with you when you go, and that's just a shame. I think more people should leave more things to share and pass on to next generations, so those things don't get lost.
Yeah, I agree. Now, you mentioned Hip Hop Circus.
Oh yeah, man, and that's another blessing, man. That the Bang Bang Betty, that was a movie, and that also ended up having a sequel, which is a blessing. But this is my
the sequel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's get to the sequel first.
You got it all loaded. Y'all got it all loaded up.
Let people see the sequel.
I love this show. I love this show. Y'all cold. Y'all got it all loaded up. Shout out to my guy Robert.
That way people will be able to see a little something, and they can get an inkling of what it's about.
Definitely, of course. Well, this is part 2 to the first one.
That's right. This is Valerie's Revenge.
Valerie's Revenge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Polvo del diablo. You know what I'm saying?
Fentanyl?
The stuff is flying off the shelves, can't keep up.
Give me 20 G.
Where's Beatrice?
I know. You had him. I built this entire thing from the ground up!
Don't make this personal.
Encuéntralos! It's only one.
I have one right for you.
¿Ya se acabó?
It ain't much.
All day. Valerie's Revenge, man.
Valerie's Revenge. That's right. That's right.
That was a blessing, man. Just a blessing to be able to, be in the trailer. And then Hip Hop Circus, ended up being my television show. So those were movies, and I ended up actually picking up a TV series as well. So to be able to work in what you love, and then to be able to touch those genres of it, television and motion picture, it's just Come on, man. If I was dreaming, I wouldn't want nobody to wake me up.
That part right there. Okay, let's run that trailer for Hip Hop Circus,
All right,
man.
cool.
I got to win. I got to win.
Hold up, what's up?
Hey, yo, Sean, man. They hit the new Lil Trey, man. Lil Trey got here.
What?
The artist Lil Trey. Do you care to comment?
Bitch, I'm from Cleveland. Hip hop. So many young people run to this industry. Truly believe that it's all about fun, music, money, naive souls.
Hip-hop police follow me, watching my ass everywhere.
The man's got cocaine. I want to know about that. People killed. I want to know about that. Piss motherfucking Sean Cook off for me.
That's my nephew. That's my blood. Don't touch me.
Watch your step.
This is a circus with smoke and mirrors, always turning, illusions. Everything is fake, except the contracts.
I can't believe Sean Cook's standing here and not having someone killed.
Fool, how you think you're gonna come to the West Coast and eat off our plate?
Hold that thought.
I got to win. 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 I got to win.
Man, I like that.
No,
I like
thank
the
you.
fact. I like the fact that Black Hollywood,
Man, trying to do our thing and show them a different perspective than what they may have seen or what they think they know about us. Excuse me, as a people and a culture.
I want to be casted in one of these, man, because my past is acting.
Incredible.
My first love is acting.
Incredible.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
Hollywood have a lot of my reels.
Wow.
You know how Hollywood do?
Yeah, of course.
They have you come in.
Oh man, cutting room floor. I understand exactly what you're talking about.
Code read.
All that.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You know exactly what it is about.
Because to break down the culture for those that don't know, so they can hand it to the person that really did the job.
I used to do that. I used to do that.
It's incredible.
I've done a lot of cold reading.
It's incredible.
You know what I mean? For a lot of commercials.
Right. And a cold read means you haven't even seen this. They just hand it to you and you just go on camera. So that means you're natural though. Anybody can do that. Most people can't get past their nerves with a script that they've memorized and you're doing cold reads.
I mean, because that's my shit. That's how I was taught.
Props.
You know what I'm saying? As an actor.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I went to acting school.
Incredible.
You know what I mean? The school we went through was called Wajiha.
Nice.
You know what I mean? It's Swahili for gifted kids.
Right. Wow.
You know what I mean? And that was ran by Patricia Satterwhite.
I'm
you know what I mean?
very
her name,
impressed.
we call her Granny.
Right. I'm very impressed.
And her grandsons were the boys. You know, the singing group, the boys.
I was in the studio with the boys one time. I was in the studio with them once when they was little. Yeah, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
I had a producer that was working with them. Yeah,
under that.
That's incredible.
You know what I mean?
Man.
And see, her daughter, she casted her daughter in Blackula.
Wow.
Back in the days.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
And she was
blowing
real,
my mind. You see, I'm
real
far back from
close.
you. Blow
She was real close to Reuben Cannon.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
The
So
greats,
Reuben Cannon is Riley Studios.
Yeah, some of the ones that started this.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel
Incredible.
me?
Yeah, you got. So that means you have family roots deep in the business.
So this is how I came up.
Wow.
You know, up under that acting.
That type of.
You know what I mean?
That type of.
We actually had to have books on our head.
Yeah, no. I've done that. I've been there
to walk
too.
around.
Right, yes, sir. I've been in those courses. Yes,
you know what I mean?
They're serious. They're serious about your posture, your composure, about how you handle yourself, about you being calm, cool, and collected in the situations you put in, and you knowing how to represent you, your family, and the company that represents you.
Yeah, and then as an actor, she actually sent me to dancing classes.
Wow.
You know, so I had to actually learn how to do ballet. Modern dance.
Yeah, of course. I did a little bit of modern dance.
Jazz.
Incredible, man.
You know, and tap.
No, incredible. I did a little bit of modern dance, a little bit of tap.
Right.
Don't remember any tap, don't remember any modern dance. I'm too left feet.
These are the three that she sent me.
They tried.
So back then, hip hop to me, you know,
easy. Because you had so many other formulas. You had so many other formulas to pour in from what you knew already to add to those dance cultures.
So in the 80s, you know all about the 80s. You know, we had to actually create at that time.
Of course we
didn't have social media,
drum machines and stuff like that either. Sometimes I was rapping to 2 records, just going back to back in the record, keeping things going because there was no drum machine to loop it because we didn't have that, like you said, we didn't have that then.
So who was the first famous person that you started working with?
One of the most famous people I work with, man. One of the first ones was some of the guys from LA Dream Team. I lived in Watts at the time on 103rd. When I left Compton, I moved to Watts. I mean, all in the slums. Watts, South Central, Pedro, Long Beach. I lived in Long Beach for a while too. But Snake Puppy, one of those guys, they saw me rapping at the park, at Will Rogers Park, and next thing you know, I was at their studio. They had a studio in a trailer at the time. The trailers I got on the street, none of homeless. They had one of those, but they had a studio in it. They took me to their studio and I rapped in there. And when they came, knocked on the door, you know, my mom's evangelist, Christian, single mom. Y'all get away, y'all trying to turn my son out and put him on drugs and do this and that. You know how you think I feel about entertainment. Chase them off. And then the next time I got a chance to be around somebody famous, it was Ice-T, and that just totally changed my life. Well, I got a chance to record an album at Ice-T house over like maybe a 3-4 month summer and just spend time up there at Tracy Morrow's mansion in Hollywood Hills at that time. This is before the show on TV, but before he was playing a cop. But just to see how he was living, and then, you know, you walk in the studio and it's sharks in a fish tank and an octopus in a fish tank. You push a button and it's the ceiling open on the house, just like the NXS in the driveway, life size, like these right here, but like Pinhead and Freddy Krueger and like all of the others, like life size in this hallway. You gotta walk past them. It was like being like at Michael Jackson's house and being a kid in the candy store and seeing all these great things. And then you see this guy that has it all. And you've been looking up to him since 6 a.m. police at my door, you know. So it's just surreal standing there playing a video game next to him. He has full-size games in his house like Silver Spoon. So you in his game room, he's right there. And I'm nudging Ice-T, you know what I'm saying, video games. So like those kind of experiences, you couldn't buy it. I don't care how much. If you had $1 million, you couldn't say, I want to play a video game with Ice-T and make that happen. Sometimes there's experiences that money won't buy and can't buy. So stuff like that. It was one of the most famous people I met. Since he had inspired me since a youth, it was just really special to be at his house and talking to him personally and working with his engineer and just in his home. It was just an incredible experience.
It's a funny thing you mentioned Ice-T. Kelvin Anderson, the owner of VIP Records, his brother, Cletus Anderson, actually broke Ice-T's first album.
Incredible, man. That's incredible.
You know what I'm saying?
That's incredible. And then my ties, you know, because of DJ Aladdin, you know, and Aladdin ended up working, you know what I'm saying, with Syndicate, Rhyme Syndicate, you know, he's on one of them first records in New Jack City. How can I be down? You know, Aladdin on the record, New Jack Hustler. Aladdin putting that production, all that stuff together. My affiliation with him when I got up there too, you know, it's kind of like, oh, Aladdin, no Dub C, like you said, you know, and Ice kind of looked at that.
Excuse me, but let me clarify. He didn't break it. He was the actual the owner of the label that produced the actual record.
Man, incredible.
That Ice-T did.
Man, I used to look at.
We got a copy.
I used to look at all of those labels as a kid, imagining that saying my
name. Hand me that 45 off the wall over there.
I brought you some 45s too. I brought you some 45s today in my gifts
of Ice-T. Hand me Ice-T album off the wall over there.
Yeah, that's incredible, man. This guy was
right there to the left.
This guy was a huge
on the wall, pinned to the wall. Yep, right there. Look up. No, straight ahead on the wall. That 45 to your right. Hand him that 45, Pops.
Yeah, we used to look at all of these records growing up because, you know, in my culture, we still went to the record and tape shop.
Yeah.
This shop, you know what I mean? We came in these shops to buy our tapes and buy our vinyl. You know, if our DJ wanted to play it, we came to get vinyl. If we wanted to take it home and put it in the Walkman at that time, we got a cassette. You know, so man, this was even before CDs, you know. So.
Yeah, we actually have a 45 right here, man. This one right here, man. I know,
it's incredible. Let me just get a look.
Yeah, right there, man.
Oh, man, do you know what?
Cletus Anderson.
Man, listen, man.
Cletus Anderson.
Dog,
man.
You have no idea what you just did, bro.
Cletus Anderson.
Listen.
First Ice-T.
Listen.
That's first.
The first record.
His brother.
And that's incredible. You don't even know what that means to me.
Records
bro, listen. You don't know what that means to me. Let me explain what this means to me.
Yeah.
When I got signed, as a kid, the demo I gave the label was over Cold Wind Madness.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'll go play it on. It's on my YouTube. I'll go play me rapping over Cold Wind Madness. That's what the label heard that got me the first deal. I was rapping over this record.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's what got me my first record deal. I'm sitting here, bro. If I didn't think I'm looking for Ashton Kutcher to come out and say he punking my ass, I'm thinking y'all tripping, bro. I can't believe this. This is incredible,
Kelvin
man.
Anderson, his brother Cletus, rest in peace,
bro.
You know what I mean?
This means so much to me to look at in my hand, and let me show you how inspired I am by this type of deal as an artist. Me and my crew and some of the things that we've done. And here's a bunch of gifts for you, and I'll give them to you. But
appreciate it, man.
what we've done as artists, man, has been inspired by other things that we've seen. So just as you hand me a 45 of an incredible artist that it inspired many, including myself, here's a 45 from my crew that we pressed Criminal Minded from my homeboy Cram Nevis. Mark 7 backwards. That's not the one from Jurassic 5, but another one of homies. So we pressed the same kind of 45s, right out of our crew. And that's from having this kind of an inspiration would lead us to even want to press 45s as a crew. Hey, man, so this is incredible, man. You're incredible. You just did something incredible. You blew my mind. You blew my mind right now.
What you know about Mark 7?
Mark 7 is one
from Jurassic 5.
Well, see, Mark 7 from Jurassic 5, I know him just through, of course, the fame and, going to see him in shows and being a fan. But my homeboy, Mark 7, that I know personally, that calls himself Cram Nevis, which is Mark 7 backwards, I met him through another crew called, it was a studio called Earwax Records at the time, and they were in San Bernardino. And when I was asking him, like, man, who's doing your mixes and how you getting your stuff mixed? And he was like, I'm going to this spot. I ended up going there and teaming up with their DJ, and then all of us ended up being in the crew. I want to present these to you, man. 45s, you can with the record shop, your benefit, whatever. And just some stuff for the shop of my homeboy Cram Nevis. I got some more vinyl because I knew I was coming to the record shop. There's some URG 7 vinyl for you, a couple of my singles.
That's right.
I got some. Let's see what's in here for you. Some goodies, man. I brought goodies. We got some CDs here. A few of my releases. This one called The Master High for you. That's All or Nothing. And there's another album called Compton. That's for you guys personally. And this is for you personally. Now I already have.
Oh yeah, I let it up.
Unopened. Wait, unopened. I already had at home. I had 301 and 302, and it was hard for me to do this. 301 and 302 was sitting in my house. It was hard for me to do this. 301 and 302, they both. 301 and 302, they both big Snoop Dogg, and it was hard for me to do this. 301 and 302, it was hard for me to do this, boy. But I got a lot of love for you, man. So I want to present you.
I've been collecting these lately, man.
I want to present you with that right there, man. And then we got some more goodies, and I want to say something to pull out in a little while. So I got some more goodies for you in the back. I want to say some stuff to pull out. But yeah, that's for you personally, and a few things for the shop, man. It's just that's what you do when you come out. You make sure you have something for the host and the people that invited you, and make sure show love to the people that showed you love. So that's a few things I brought.
We got Criminal Minded
from my homeboy Cram Nevis.
What we gonna do, man? We gonna put them in the stores, man.
Dope. That's what I would want.
Let people know where they at, man, so they can pick them up.
That's what I would want,
you know what
man.
I mean?
Right here at the VIP. Come on, man.
What we do.
That's exactly why I brought them. Listen, that's why they can all everything. Look at
Master High Power
and everything's sealed. The Master High, everything's sealed too. Everything's in the plastic, so when you get them, it's ready.
All washed up,
retail ready. Retail ready. All washed up. Of course. What are you talking about? Handle your business.
All right, here we go. Compton.
All day, man.
Compton, Long Beach together. We're in trouble, right?
Just a few of my releases, man. And I have 55 albums streaming, man. Everywhere digital music is sold, man. So it's incredible. It's an incredible situation.
That's right. Yes, you can get your vinyl here, y'all.
Come get it, and y'all see we still represent that culture. We represent that culture.
It's not on you.
Hey, talk to him.
You know what I'm saying? It's not on your digital stream.
And check this out. You hear what he told you,
that way the artist. This is the way the artist gets money. He gets his.
Thank you.
Right here.
It's so funny
when you stream. Excuse me, but
you kill him. You kill him.
But when you stream on the phone and all that stuff, you kill the artist. You really kill the artist. He don't get paid. He don't get no money until he gets over 100,000 of those listens. So are you gonna sit there and listen to this shit 100 times every day?
No.
So if you listen to his shit 100 times a day, then it's cool. Yeah. You can do that.
Yeah.
You can stream this shit.
Right.
But please, buy it like this.
Man.
Put it on your computer.
Yes.
Put it on your little digital thing.
Yes.
And then you can put it on your shit.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
And no. You know why I appreciate that as an artist. I mean, you as a host to an artist, to another artist, from one artist to another, so to speak as well. You just told them something so incredible. They have us in an age where we're spending our money. I go on my Apple Pay or wherever, I spend this money, and then I could have bought, let's say, the best so far, D'Angelo, but that thing's in a cloud. I don't get to touch
like
that.
A motherfucker.
I don't get to have that. You just said incredible words. Stickers for you, URG 7 pin,
I appreciate it,
URG 7
man.
pin through channel 7, another URG 7 sticker, more stickers, and a phone pop stop. All for the shop, man. All URG 7 merch, custom URG 7 merch. They can't get the URG 7 merch anywhere but through me, so it's all custom URG 7 merch. But yeah, we want to give them something tangible that they can touch, because we used to go in the record store, a store like this, and spend your money. And excuse me, I'm gonna put this right back. When I spent my money for this record, I went home with this record. I could take it out, I could see the sleeve, I could read the credits, and I could put it on my record player and play it. And now they have us in a digital age where we're buying things and we don't get to touch them or have them anymore. They're not tangible. Yeah, I own this CD that I just downloaded of The Weeknd, but I have to go to this cloud or I have to access this to visit it, as opposed to just touching it and having it in my hands. So
man, but let me tell you,
keep it in that age.
Man, let me tell you what I used to love about these.
Yes, sir.
I used to love them, open them up. The smell.
Me too.
Because they smell a certain way. You know what I mean?
They do.
They
It's nothing like that smell. It's nothing like that smell.
And the smell, and when I'm listening to it, and then I'm reading the credits, I want to see who's the producer of this song.
Oh man, that's the my own heart.
The production of the song.
That's exactly what I was doing.
Where they made it at.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Who was playing these strings?
9 times out of 10, they did it at Bernie's house.
There you go.
Bernie Grumman.
There you go. Bernie Grumman Studios.
Everybody was Bernie Grumman mastering.
I was in there with Janet. You killing it. You killing it right now.
And then I like to see the thanks.
Of course, special thanks.
With the special thanks.
That was a big deal.
I be waiting to see my name all the time.
Me too.
From a lot of people. Come on, man.
And that's on our age. And that one album you're holding, that's one of the few albums that I did full credits in, where all that's in there. Like you said, everything that's in the track, who was on the track, the features, who played on the features as well. And then my special thanks. It's all on that Mastered High album. It was the one album that I could afford to do a fold out when they opened it. The rest of them were just kind of one sheet with the credits, but this was my big one that I really went big on. So yeah, that stuff means the same, man. Like everything you saying made hair stand up on my neck, because like that was a part of the culture to get it, take it home. Slick Rick just dropped Lottie Dottie, him and Dougie Fresh. You get that, you take it home. They planning on K-Day, everybody's going crazy with the record. It's playing the skating rinks. You take that record or that tape home and put it on. That's a different experience. The smell of the tape, the plastic, and you open it. The smell of the tape after you win a couple of minutes on the wheel. All those smells are the smells of nostalgia, because you can't get them anywhere else.
Oh man. And it's still in my head right now.
Yeah.
I can still smell it. That's why I did this.
Nah, me too.
Because it closed my eyes.
Listen,
I can smell
open
it.
one of these, there's no smell like it. And when you slide out one of those 45s, there's no smell like it.
I'm already knowing, man.
That's why when you said it, I can relate to it.
And then
but
with
it's a lot of people.
sound.
It's a lot of people that's my kids. Like the drive-in, they go over their head.
Right.
And this sound is deep, and rich, and thick, and has some popping to it. It's not perfect in digital.
Right. And then people, you see the 45, like, oh man, I can't even play this around like this. You see this little thing in the middle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what holds it
yes,
up.
sir.
So
yes,
you can
sir.
play it.
So you thought you got something, ladies and gentlemen, right there. There you go. There you go.
Where'd you put it to hold it so you can play it? On your album.
And guess what? Those used to come on the little kitty players.
Come on,
little
man.
kitty players.
They sure didn't pop off, and it was free.
And they used to be red and green and blue.
Different colors. Oh my God. Oh wow. You took me back. You took me back like 40 years.
You did it first.
You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that, man.
Oh yeah.
But no, man, those are the memories of music that we still hold on to.
Oh man, the
reason they don't understand why we love music so much.
It's a difference. It's definitely a difference.
And that's one of the main reasons why I'm here at VIP Records, man, because I make sure that everybody knows about VIP. They have to come here. They don't have to buy anything. Just come through the doors.
Listen.
Holler at Pops about one of his stories, about one of his great stories about entertainers.
World famous institution. I caught you guys out at one of the beat swap meets, and you guys had a booth set up. I hollered at Pops, took a picture. I took a picture of that big poster up there with the VIP, and I put it on my page just to let people know I visited the world famous VIP booth, because it is a big deal. It's a staple. It's an institution. If they watch the videos back in the day, Snoop stood on top of the building. It's like Snoop did a video on top of the building. It's just big, man.
So Cops, okay. Blessing the shop with stuff, man. We want to bless you It's your own copy.
Oh my goodness.
Of the coldest rap.
Oh, y'all about to make me cry,
You know what I mean?
dog. Let me put these glasses. I can't let nobody see me cry.
He said he got
man.
his first record deal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was incredible. This is incredible in my life, man. This actually brings my life and my rap career back full circle where it started, and I'm sitting here laughing because I couldn't have wrote this. Only God could have done. If somebody gave me a pen and said, write it out, just write it out, I couldn't have thought of this. It wouldn't have came out like this. It just wouldn't have. And I know it's the power of God, because when he handed me that and I looked at it, I'm like, bro, this is how I got my deal. I rapped to this instrumental. What are you talking about? That means he got me my deal.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have drum machines and 808s and none of that stuff. I rapped off the instrumental of with the wind in the back. Come on, man, are you crazy? I'm over here now putting up tears in my eyes. I put these blessed tears in my eyes, bro. This is incredible, man. This is incredible, man. I can't even believe it. If it didn't happen and somebody tried to tell me, I'd be like, come on, man, get out of here.
That's right.
But no, that's incredible, man. That's right, incredible. Man. Well, full circle, you know. Right. And it feels good to be here when you see so many other people who didn't get the opportunity to be here. We've had people that finished music and they passed before the albums came out. We had people who finished movies and they passed before the movie came out, you know. And it's just like when God leads you here to see these type of things, you have to be grateful, you have to be humble, and you have to take advantage of the time he's giving you. You know it's not forever, tomorrow's not promised. Period. Period.
Yeah.
In my career,
This is another
show.
Yeah, this is another foundation.
Started my career.
Of how
started my
career. Records
started my career.
On the West Coast, founders
had their hands on my career.
On the West Coast,
had their hands on my career way in Compton. Listen, as a kid in Compton with no drum machine that loved rap, you know, this record is how I got my deal. When they heard me rap over this, I got signed.
And this was 1983 right here.
Yes, sir. Graduated in 1986 and had my first deal with the label. And guess what? Guess what the name of my first record was? Just to pay homage to this. The name of me and my group, I'm crying, dog. The name of me and my group is called The Microphone Masters. The name of our first single was called Too Cold Chillin'. The reason they called it Too Cold Chillin' because we had took it based on Cold Wind Madness. So it all still come back, even my first record. So yeah, dog, I'm sitting here, I'm shook up, bro. I definitely gotta have a blunt before I get on the road. You're gonna make me hit a big wall.
well, we want to thank you for coming to the show. For sure, man. Man, you great, man.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for the gift.
Oh yeah,
man.
incredible opportunity.
People, you can come to the store, get his stuff.
Oh yeah,
45.
Oh yeah, man.
Albums.
Just some gifts, man.
You gotta come check products, it out. Pop.
For sure.
We can get it to you.
For sure.
Make sure you tell them where they can reach you.
Oh yeah, man. Check this out, man. You can reach me at Instagram at URG7DigiGods. You can reach me at TikTok at DigiGod. You can reach me at YouTube at TheURG7. You can reach me at Facebook at Gerald Parrish. That's GeraldParrish. You can reach me at LinkedIn at Gerald Parrish. GeraldParrish. I'm also at SoundCloud under URG7, Reverb Nation URG7. And if you can't plug with me, check this out right here. I got something special for you. You can always tap in with my man Rockbox over at Rhyme Rocker Production. And guess what? He gonna put the bat signal up, and I'm gonna pull up for Rockbox every time because that's the CEO and he's the man to get things done. And you know, a big part of my life too. So if you can't get with URG7, get with Rockbox. He'll tap you right in with the God.
That's right. Well, actually, Rhyme Rocker is our entertainment management.
You see how that works? You see God again? You know what I mean? Now you see how you see God again? Now you see God again?
Entertainment here.
I couldn't have wrote it. Accidentally on purpose.
Man, so it seemed like you were supposed to be here.
Yes, sir.
To get all this.
Yes, sir.
You know
eventually, and it's, man, it's so funny because as I watch the show and see Honcho and Double G and my people come out, I'm just like, wow. And they even Rockbox on this couch, it's just like, wow.
That's right.
You know,
man, we can talk forever, man.
For sure.
And we got to wrap the show up, man.
For sure.
It's good to have you to the show, man.
You too, man.
Thank
you, man.
Man, my boy.
Thank you, man.
Please come back anytime.
I will.
You're welcome.
Next film, I will. It's incredible.
We'd like to thank you. Make sure you
subscribe,
like, share the show. My boy URG7.
All the time, though.
VIP, all access.
Yes, sir.
We out of here, y'all.